Hello. So students, I'm presenting you the second part of the video based on communication. In our previous classes, we have learned about mode of communication. Under mode of communication, we have come across the different types of communication, the different method of communication. In our previous classes, we have learned that mode of communication is divided into three parts, that is verbal communication, non-verbal communication and visual communication. In my previous video, I have already discussed regarding the verbal communication, and it consists of two types. One is oral communication and the another one is written communication. Now let's start with the non-verbal communication. So let us understand what is a non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication happens in the absence of any oral or written communication. That means in a non-verbal communication, we don't have to say anything from our mouth, neither we are going to write with our hand. So how does this communication goes on? Like non-verbal communications will go through the body language, the gesture, the facial expressions, the symbols, images, signals, charts, etc. Now, non-verbal communication. What is the main reasons for the non-verbal communication? Now, non-verbal communication is used to express our sentiments, attitudes and the information. That means beside the just the communication, non-verbal communication is also expressing the sentiments, how you are feeling, your attitude and your information. Now most of the teachers, when we are conducting the classes, we used to come across the students whether that person is attentive in the class or no, whether the person is busy with some other works or busy with the studies or no, whether the person is sincere or not sincere in whatever he is saying. All these things comes under non-verbal communication. The boy is not saying anything, but by looking at the person we can guess that yes, this person is doing something, this person has studied, this person is not studying, this person is not attentive, this person is attentive. How do we come across these things? We come across these things via the body language, the gesture of the students, the attentiveness of the students, from their facial expression. All these things lead us to the non-verbal communication. Let's see the picture over here. What do you see in the picture? It's what you don't say that counts. Now the survey says that around 7% of the messages are conveyed in words or what you say. 7%. And the rest comes from your gesture, your body language, your presentation. All these things counts. Now if you are good in presenting, if you are good in your body language, if you are good in your verbal communication, you will be a good communicator. Now what does a good communicator means? A good communicator means the person who is communicating, who is trying to influence, who is trying to pass the messages, reaches the other person correctly as the person wants that message to reach. Does a non-verbal communication shows? A non-verbal communication shows that how you listen, how you look, and react while interacting with your fellow beings, like your classmates, like your friends, like your co-workers, etc. So what does non-verbal communication shows? It shows your attitude. It shows your real picture, that whether you are a good person or you are not a good person. How you are good in dealing. Will you be good in leadership or you are a follower? What does all these things says? From where does we come to know? We come to know from the non-verbal communication. Now, non-verbal communication also used to emphasize on the verbal communication. It is also used to communicate emotions. Now, very important point over here. Non-verbal communication is used to emphasizes on the verbal communication. Like sometimes you are saying you are delivering some messages to your friends, or you are saying something to your friends, you are conveying something to your friends. Through your body languages, you can back up your oral communication. You can back up your written communication via non-verbal communication. Let's take, you are saying, you are requesting one of your friend to give you his note copy. So your gesture matters, whether your gesture is polite or not. If you will go to your friends rudely and you will ask him, give me that copy, give me your book, give me that these things, nobody is going to give you. The message is good enough, but if your posture is good, if you are polite enough, then it can be happen. Now this non-verbal communication also impacts the written communication. Let's take an example. Suppose you are having a birthday. Now you are having a birthday, so you have printed a card and you have circulated that card, and you are going to circulate that card to your friends. Now what will happen? If you will go to that person and while giving the card, invitation card to your friend, if you are kind enough and if your gesture posture is really good, then definitely that person will come. Or otherwise, if he's unable to come, then he will be able to just that it's okay. If he's unable to come, if he's really having a genuine reason, that it's okay. But if your gesture is not good, you are just giving the card and said, tomorrow is my birthday, or day after tomorrow is my birthday, I'm giving you the card, please come. He's not going to come, because you have not invited him through your heart. लोग कहते हैं ना, दिल से नहीं बुलाया तो नहीं जाएंगे. बुलाया तो है, इनविटेशन तो दिया, लेकिन दिल से नहीं बुलाया. तो ये दिल से नहीं बुलाया, ये कैसे मालूम चलता है हमें? हाउ डू वी कम टू नो कि वो दिल से बुलाया है या दिल से नहीं बुलाया? वाया द नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन, थ्रू योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज, थ्रू योर गेस्चर, while you are presenting that information, the written or the oral communication, your gesture, your posture, the way you talk to that person, the way you have invited, that matters. In this picture, you can see the different types of non-verbal communication, like pitch of the voice, the posture, the body language, the eye contact, the blinking of your eye, then tone of the voice, facial expressions, your smell, your time, your personal presentation, and your gesture. All these things comes under the non-verbal communication. Now, tips for effective communication. What are some of the tips that is effective for your communication, that you should keep in mind for an effective communication? Use variety of appropriate facial expressions while communicating with the people. If you are communicating with the people, you should show the facial expression. Don't just plainly say whatever you want to say. Show your facial expression. Now, second point is there. Try to make an eye contact while speaking, as eye contact defines confidence and willingness to connect but avoid staring. The second point is you should have an eye contact with the person you are talking. If you are having an eye to eye contact, it symbolizes that you are confident in your message. If you are having an eye contact, that means you are confident in your message. But at the same time, always keep in mind, having an eye contact and staring the person, staring in हिंदी we call it घूर के देखना, आई कंटेक्ट में रह के बात करना और किसी को घूरना अंतर होता है. So avoid staring but have an eye contact from time to time when you are communicating with that person for few minutes or for few seconds. If you are having a minute of conversation, so for few seconds have an eye contact, get out from that eye, then again have an eye contact with the other person. If you are having a multiple persons you are talking, so time to time have an eye contact with the person. If you are having that eye contact, you will be confident and you look confidence in your saying. Another thing is that vary your vocal throughout your speech and presentation. Now, vary your vocal. Vary your vocal means you should increase or decrease the volume while you are speaking. Don't just plainly say that you are saying a story. There should be emotion in your speech, in your voice. Sometimes bit high, sometimes bit low. And when these things are mingled with that facial expression, it makes a very good very good communication. That's why when you are going to give a speech, when you are going to give any speech, a public speech, persons used to stand in front of the mirror and then they used to practice how to say, what to say, how to behave. Now, another point is that avoid defensive gestures. Defensive means inappropriate gesture must be avoided. Inappropriate gesture must be avoided. You must not use inappropriate gesture. Like the person is speaking to you and you are not looking at him. What does it mean? It means that you are not interested in whatever he is saying. So what does it mean? It's a defensive gesture. The person is trying to explain you something, some advices, and you are just ignoring it. बोल रहा है, बोलने दो, what matters? So what does it mean? It is also a type of defensive gesture. Another point is that refrain from getting with your hands or clothes. Sometimes what happens when we go to talk or take permissions from some other persons, so we generally do like this with your hair, sometimes with your finger, sometimes with your clothes, fiddling with the clothes. Don't avoid that things. You should refrain them. You must not do that things. That will give you a negative impact. All about the non-verbal communication. Now coming to the point, that is visual communication. Visual communication is the convenience of ideas and information in the form that can be seen through the eye. यानी अगर आप किसी को दिखा के कोई इंफॉर्मेशन पास करते हैं, so then it comes under visual communication. दिखा के, by let them see. Like information gained from the television, documentaries, movies, and other trades. Such type of trades like Facebook, this and that, or these videos, whatever you get the information from there, that comes under visual communication. Right? Now, preparing a PowerPoint presentation for demonstration of ideas on a business meeting also comes under visual communication. Right? Now, next is advertisement in the television and movies also comes under visual communication. Lastly, I would like to say about communication, the recap of the chapter. Now, communication helps people to know each other better. It helps in removing misunderstanding and creating clarity of thought. Communication in any form. Communication in any form. Written, oral, visual, formal, informal, etc. helps people in educating people and connecting them in a better way. So this was all about your method of communication. So under method of communication, we came to know that there are three methods of communication. One is verbal, non-verbal, and visual. Under verbal communication, it has been divided into two parts. One is oral communication and another one is written communication. Now, the non-verbal communication, your body language, your facial expression, your emotions, your gesture, the pitch of the sound, all these things comes under non-verbal communication. Now, visual communication, under visual communication, it comes what you make the people to see and understand, like information getting from the television, from the documentaries, from movies, from advertisement, especially the television advertisement. All these things comes under visual communication. So this is the end of this chapter. So I'll be providing you the notes. And that notes you have to learn it. That will be from the exam point of view. Whenever I say exam point of view, it doesn't only mean for the forthcoming examination or the school conducting examination, but when I say from the exam point of view, it means from your board exams point of view. So that's all for the video, and I'll be preparing the notes and I'll be providing you the link also. And yes, one more thing I would like to say you that if you are having any problems, so you can, whenever you are mailing me something, if you are giving me any information via email, please mention your class, your section and your roll number. That is the thing. You mention it under the subject, under your subject. If the email is not in your name, so you have to mention your name also. Like that way I'll be able to identify you who you are. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.